It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the LSU Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Hey guys, Georgia's head coach told me pregame, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. And the explosiveness, the big gainer, gets it to the 49-yard line. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
It's caught. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. So it's not just a strong running game. The Dogs can be dangerous with those weapons up top.
And I think when you've seen Georgia really dominate in college football over the last several years, it's been...
Makes a grab and room to run. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the air, it's Levitt. Pulls it in, it's Harris. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. That delay of game penalty took them out of second and short. Here they come needing 8. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Picked off. What a play to set The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. Great place to start for this offense. They'll give him 4 on the pickup. It's 2nd and 6. Aga trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Looking to fire. Fakes to grab. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldog! Fired in from the red zone for the score. On to attempt the try. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Berry. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Snap to the back. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formation.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Maybe some room here. He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them outflanked with the Wildcat.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. This time, there is no running room to be found, and this defense wasn't going to get hit with a big run twice in a row.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And not much running room. He had to break a tackle and still break another tackle to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. Not good blocking on the play.
But that's what coaches always emphasize, too. Never assume a teammate's going to make the tackle. You run to the ball, and they did it there.
100%, especially guys that are so big and strong and elusive nowadays. They're going to break tackles. Keep swarming, keep hitting them. Next guy, don't assume the tackle's going to be made.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Still third down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 32. Still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. So he was forced to just take what the defense... Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on fourth and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Release to the back. Finds him out of the backfield. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch...
Might have a chip. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, LSU!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing, I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Why not double the try total and go for two? Snapped it in the shotgun. Throws to the tight end. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw at Stockton. Fires it. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of the secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
This one's complete.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. Georgia coming out with the fresh set of downs. Here's a give to Frazier. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense. Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. And the Dogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Now the play fake. Lets it fly. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes the grab. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Georgia sends out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not a lot of room to field this one. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. One more snap coming before halftime. Corner's going to give them room. To the air on first down. Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Hall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Now they've got breathing room, got 6 all the way out to the 20.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Back to throw, it's Levitt. Unleashes it on the run. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
And it's so fun to have that trump card, right? Like, it's almost like playing a video game with this guy. When you got a big tight end that can make plays, that gets open, that feels those soft spots in the zones, third downs, money downs, The tight end is always open, especially with that big body. He finds him, and he gets the first down.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better...
There's a crease. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. After the touchdown, if they can get this too, we'll have a tie ball game. He'll set up to throw. Might be looking to run. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. Out of the gun here with Nate Frazier. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
On first down, Nate Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
A strike downfield. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Makes a catch. Shows him the stiff arm. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes 2nd down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Out of the gun to give to the back. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The Dogs have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. The snap sets up the throw. On target. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Trying to find the end zone, and he's not going to make it as this defense is making it tough.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football.
And he's in! Touchdown, Bulldogs!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Coming out with it, it's Hall. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Berry. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Maybe a crease. And you race it to the house. Touchdown LSU!
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
I love the coverage by the defense right here. Great job getting up in their space. Nothing easy down here for a two-point conversion. The interception was just great.
Here's the return from inside his 10. They tried to get the wall set up for him. Not quite enough for the huge play, but a good job to give his offense some breathing room. They'll get this drive started from the 29. From the gun to give, looking for room. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Back to the ground with the running back. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Well, guys, it's Georgia holding the lead at the end of the quarter. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They want that clock to run, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start really puts them in the hole. Here comes 2nd and 14. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And that is incomplete.
Quarterback there just trying to go to his primary target, and they're just not on the same page.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Takes a shot as he throws, and it never had a chance. Incomplete.
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up, they bowed up, and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Found a little room out of the Wildcat that time, just short of the first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the snap, it's Berry. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in 4th down territory. It's 4th and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in 4th and short.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. To throw, it's Stockton. Makes the grab on the left. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. If they can pick up a yard here on 2nd down, that might put this one in the books. From the gun, the ground game. Turns it on in midfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Stands in and takes the hit. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Berry. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there, it didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Bringing the heat. Incomplete on